Hey everyone, it's Lisa from Dana August Nails and welcome back to my channel. Let's get started. I'm using my Modelones number 8 Kolinsky brush, and that mix of acrylic that you just saw features Mia Secret French White and Mia Secret Clear. I find that by blending them two together, I can work with the French White a bit better. So of course we'll be doing a full coverage of that color on Liza, my silicone practice finger from Red Iguana. I want to take the time to shout out Jamie Fairbanks because she was my first request ever on my channel. Yes. Okay, so she requested that I do a design, any kind of design, using the Modelones solid cream gel pots. So I am using set number 3 from Modelones, BT Dubs. It used to go for $32.99, it's now going for $12.99. I'm just saying, if you want to go to the website, now would be the time, okay? Not a sponsored video, just a happy customer. So yes, I got a request and I'm filling that request, and we are doing a beginner ice cream nail art nail, yes. So all of the colors from set number 3 are so popping, they scream summer, okay? All caps, yes. So as you've noticed, I've been applying that color with wet small beads, taking my time, because as a beginner, you know that moving quicker will come over time. Right now, you want to focus on the foundational stuff, like applying your acrylic without any bubbles, getting your apex, building your structure, clear capping, like that stuff, that foundational stuff. Because speed, that's gonna come. It definitely will. So I'm clear capping. Yes. Brave, because I've been putting it in a couple of my videos now, and I do struggle with it, but here I'm applying the Mia Secret Clear, and I'm working from the tip of the nail all the way up top, hoping that by the time I get to the, a little ways from the cuticle, I'll remember to put my apex in the right place. Here's hoping. It is a process. It really is. Sound off in the comments and let me know what you guys are doing right now as beginners. What are you guys still working on? Ooh, how have you improved this last week? How did you improve? Obviously you see me checking out to make sure that apex is in the right place. But yes, how did you improve on your technique this week? Let me know in the comments. And also do like Jamie did. Hit your girl up with a request. I got you. I really got you. Going in with another bead, just hoping that that apex is in the right spot. And now I'm going to show you some filing. Yes, featuring my Glitterbels metal filing board that I picked up from the nail throne. So of course, I'm trying to establish a technique, so you see me going from sidewall to sidewall. I'm filing the very bottom of that nail, and then I'm taking in the sidewalls, okay? Having my file be angled, and I recommend a metal filing board just because it's super straight. It's just gonna help you get that crisp line. So I'm tapering in those sidewalls as much as I can and working on the free edge. I'm going up and down, moving from side to side so I don't end up over filing one side of the nail. And then I'll be moving on to the cuticle and then going down the barrel of the nail. And I find that filing in an upward direction from the very tip of the nail up kind of helps you ensure that you don't file away your apex, provided you had your apex in the right place to begin with, which is always my struggle. At the end of all of this, I was super happy with my application, with my shaping, guys, your girl is growing, and I'm happy to be doing it with you guys on this channel. And once we've got all that sorted out, we will be buffing and of course going in with a base coat, because I like to fill in those little scratches that would have been caused from filing, because I am using the 100 grit side. And that will leave some deep grooves in the nail, and I want to make sure I fill those in so I have a nice smooth surface to apply our gel creams on for the nail art. And And I'm checking that out, happy with the apex. And now I'm coming in with my Missy base coat. You guys know I love this, 18 ml bottles from AliExpress. Go and check it out. And of course, I'll be curing that in the lamp for 30 seconds and moving on to matte top coat. Okay, so now I'm showing you that I'm using Missy Eternal Series number 1, Missy Mocha Series number 3. I'm using my gel pot number 13 from Modelones, also using number 14 from Modelones, number 15, number 16, number 17, and number 18. And these are all available in set number 3, that of course I mentioned consists of 6 colors. Look at that blue. I told you these are summer colors. So first of all, we are going to be working with colors number 13, 14, and 16. So ahead of time, I was able to mix Mocha Series number 3 in the Missy Gel Polish and Eternal Series number 1, which is a beautiful white, to create this nice nudie color for the ice cream cone. And so now we're just outlining that. And guys, you know, these are my same detailed brushes. I actually picked up a set of 3 from a local nail supply store. You can pick up brushes like these or brushes that are even better than these anywhere. So and I'm just drawing in that cone shape, and by the time I'm actually quite satisfied with the base of the ice cream, you're going to notice that I've, you know, spread it out a little bit. It's a little bit wider by the time we come back to it. See, it's a little bit wider. So now I'm taking Mocha Series number 3 in its true color, which is a nice cocoa-y brown, and I'm drawing in those lines that will go down our ice cream cones, just creating those little squares. So I'm drawing my horizontal lines first, and I'm drawing this, you know, drawing them this way because I'm gonna end up having to angle my hand in a really weird way to take those lines to the from the center to the other side, and that's how I prefer drawing them, rather than just have like a clump of gel polish in really weird places. I'd like to just pull like how I did just then. No, see, I'd like to place it in the middle and then pull from the middle to either side. Which I clearly did not do in this video. Anyway, that's how I prefer to do it. So what are your highs and lows with gel art? What are you working on? I advocate for starting off small, and I'm sure that everyone else does, but I would do that, yes. So my first vertical line is going to go straight down the center to meet at the tip of that cone, just at the bottom end, and then we'll just continue on. And of course, because this is just regular gel polish, I will be curing this in the lamp for 30 seconds. And this brown I will be using to outline the cone itself. All right, so now it's time to get those ice cream scoops on, right? So let's just call this like mint crush ice cream, like that one scoop. You want to order some mint crush. Okay, so this is Modelones Solid Cream Gel number 13. And it's such a beautiful, soft, minty green. And these creams are nice and thick, but smooth and creamy. Creamy, yes, creamy. So I'm creating a nice little scoop. It's like a weird sort of ovally shape. And what I do love about applying the creams is that it's nice and soft and buttery. Downside is there are sometimes those like little veins that run through because of the stroke of your brush. But here, you know, it worked in my favor because initially I thought, oh, you know, this kind of looks like the grooves that are created when you're trying to scoop the ice cream up. So this looks super natural. But later on, I decided against the way it looked. It was way too textured, so much going on. But of course, I will show you how I was able to smooth that all out. And these are solid creams, so guys, you will want to make sure you're not applying too much, because you have to think about how much that UV light is going to have to work to penetrate through those pigments, and I did have a bit of wrinkling. So keep that in mind. I'm drawing little droplets like the ice cream's melting, and that, once that's done and I'm happy with what it looks like, I will cure it in the lamp for 60 seconds. 60 seconds for gel cream, guys. And now I'm going in with our second scoop, and that is going to be number 14 from the number 3, from set number 3. And I'm slightly overlapping the base of that scoop on top of the first minty scoop that we did. I mean, it's a little too pink to be strawberry, realistically speaking. But who gonna check me? I'm just let's imaginations, that's all I'm saying. And we're filling that out nice and neat. And I'm going for a specific shape, as you can see. Sometimes you get just like a swirl with when people do ice cream cones, like the top of it came out of one of those soft serve machines. But I wanted to go with the scoop look, so it's why I'm sort of curving my edges and, you know, really just going for a certain shape. And I will create like drips of melting ice cream here on the second scoop as well, and it'll just be dripping into our first layer. And I'll be curing that for 60 seconds in the lamp. And last scoop on our triple scoop ice cream cone is Modelones number 16. I love this purpley, violety color. It is so soft, but at the same time, just popping enough for summer. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I've actually used this color. It's just on sets that I have not recorded, or like I posted on Instagram. BT Dubs, follow me on Instagram. I will leave those handles below just to check out material that I have not created videos for, but it's just images of work that I've done before I started my YouTube channel that you can sort of just backtrack with me and see where I was. It's quite an interesting process, but I have used this color in so many sets before, so. And just that little swoop. So what's funny is that these are scoops, but I still curved the top scoop as if it did come out of a soft serve machine. So imagination. Yeah. And at the base, you'd notice there were like drips that I created. I did that off camera. Again, this was me winging it. I wanted to do something fun, but it was coming to me as I was recording, so. All right, so now we're going to be adding in a little bit of detail. So here is what I did. I just took a little drop of each one of those colors and then swirled it in with a bit of white polish from the Eternal series just to lighten it up. And now I'm just gonna create a little curve on, I guess, on either end of the scoops, just to create like a sort of line of light, like, you know, light reflecting on it, that kind of vibe. And I do it on every scoop. I did it on the same side for, you know, the mint as well as the strawberry, but on the opposite end for the violet scoop. And then I did it on, you know, on the little droplets that are coming off of each scoop and then falling past the cone. And it's not a big detail, you know, I could have gone in with shading and everything, but I wanted to keep this as simple as it possibly could be because we are all beginning together. So this, you know, has to be something that we can accomplish like now and want to try, and something that's not too intimidating. All right, so it's time for the Missy base coat, and this is how I fix all of my texture issues. You get those lines from your brushes, you get those little bumps and lumps and everything. Healthy coat of base coat in the lamp for 30 seconds, you're good. And it helps your matte application to be so smooth. As you can see, I went in with my Canarine matte top coat from Amazon, and it just applies so much smoother over that base coat. And now we're going in for sprinkles. Okay, so this is the other 3 colors from the set. This is number 18, and we're taking that same detail brush and we're just creating light sprinkles. Maybe you put 2 of the, this is more like a reddy pink, really super vibrant on the bigger scoops, and then you do 1 on the very purple scoop. And then we're going in with number 17 and adding some more sprinkles. Very light strokes, okay? I'm not even adding a lot of paint on here. And because the solid creams were super thick, the less paint I used for this portion of it, the better. But look at those colors. I mean, they are so summer, so summer. And of course, last but not least, we're gonna come with this very vibrant yellow. This is color number 15. And I want these to stay shiny, so we are going to apply the Missy top coat just on those sprinkles using that same detailer brush. So I just a tiny little amount on this little makeshift palette of mine, going in with that detail brush and just applying it. So top coat time in any way, shape, or form means that we are at the end of the video. So I want to remind you guys to like, share, subscribe, give us a comment, follow me on social media. I will leave those handles, and of course the product list is below. And at the end of this video, you will see a picture of the finished product. Jamie, hit me up in the comments, let me know how you loved it. Same for everyone else, and I will catch you in the next one. I hope you liked it. Bye.